Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, you are welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back, guys. My name is Confidence Nweze and I'm a mommy vlogger based in Lagos, Nigeria. And guys, I am so happy to be back again on your screen. I am so happy picking up this camera today, guys, because I have really missed you guys. I have really missed you guys. It has been a lot has really happened. A lot has really happened in my life, guys, and it has been back to back. First of all, I will want to start with, combining motherhood and every other thing. Guys, this is not a complaining video. This is just a way of telling you guys what really made me be away for this long. I know I am not really that consistent, but guys, I have been away for a very long period of time. Recently, I just posted a video of grandma and her grandkids a day in their life. That video have been made a very long time ago, not really long, but that was before the incident I am about to explain to you guys. So guys, if you are interested to know why I have been away, keep on watching, guys, and just stay tuned and stay with me. Stay blessed, stay loved, and let's just jump right into the video. Yeah, so guys, some of you will know that I recently had a baby. My baby is currently 6 months old. Yeah, and before then, guys, grandma came to my house, of which some of you know. If you are an OG in this channel, you would know that grandma was around for my omugo face and every other thing, of which I also explained to you that she was with me and taking care of me and baby as possible as she could. And then guys, I also told you that baby would always sleep in my room sometimes. I don't allow baby stress grandma a lot, things like that. Well guys, it's actually because I know grandma is no longer that young and I prefer baby disturbing me. Let all the disturbance just go to me than disturbing grandma. So that is why I made it that way. But then guys, something happened 3 weeks after grandma left, of which I made a video telling you guys that grandma was about to go. We are going to mix her and every of that. She fell ill. So this started as a whitlow. We called it a whitlow actually, guys. She came to my house with a whitlow of a thing and she brought so many antibiotics she was already taking, and she told me it's going to be fine, that I shouldn't bother. So okay, I said no problem, that she should just stay in my house and continue with the medication, since this thing won't allow her be active in her shop and things like that. But she said no, that her customers, she cannot disappoint them, this and that is going to be bad for them to come to her shop and she's not around. So after much persuading, I saw that it was not working. I had to allow her go, so she left. Then 2 weeks later, was it 2 weeks or 1 week later? I think 1 week later, I called her up to ask her how she was. Her number was not going, so I had to go to her house. So I went to her house and I found out that this thing we were calling whitlow had increased massively. Guys, it has increased. This thing came as a boy and it was in this finger. It happened to her in 3 places. So she had the whitlow hair, she had, I think, somewhere around here, and she has it here. Then when I went to her house 1 week later, I found out that this thing was now increasing drastically and becoming something else. So guys, I had to carry baby, but let's just continue with the video. So when I saw this thing, it got to an extent that it was so bad. Fluid was in it. When she shakes her hand, the fluid was shaking, and you are seeing the fluid in her hand, in her finger. So when I saw it, I was like, no, that you are not going to any shop again, that you are going to my house with me. Let's stay in the house and give you this medication, since she insisted that she's going to be on the medication that she is already on. I said, okay, fine, but you are going to be taking it in my house. So she had no choice than to follow me to my house that day. And when my husband saw it, my husband shouted, this thing is so much. What did you even call it? Did you say it's whitlow? It was now turning to something else, guys. So The next day she took the antibiotic, like we are home giving her the antibiotic. My husband now grinded beans and this account of a thing. Please ignore my baby's voice, ignore his noise, but he has to be here because I don't want him to distract or disturb me. So when my husband grinded this stuff, and he added nchao, I think with red oil, then he placed it on my mom's finger. When he placed it on my mom's finger, I think the next day it busted, and we wanted the fluid to come out. That was the initial plan why we had to do it that way. We wanted the fluid to come out. So when the fluid started coming out, guys, this thing was smelling real bad. Guys, the smell you cannot even stand. And I was like telling my mom, let us go to hospital. Mom, you need to go to hospital. And she was like, no, she don't want to go to hospital. That she go to hospital, they are going to cut off her hand, they are going to, you know, do this to her, do that to her, that we should just keep on continuing. But I told her that no, we don't have to continue, because even my husband, immediately my husband saw the hand, my husband was like, no, let's go to hospital. But she really insisted that no, she's not going to hospital, that we should just continue with the treatment. I said, we are continuing. Are we dumb? We are continuing what we are seeing that we are not getting any result from. That we have to discontinue this and continue something that is right. And my husband has said, okay, let's go to health center. This health center is just where I normally take my children to when they are ill. You know, it's minor illness, it's just babies, children, maybe they are running temperature or something. I take them there. And we just said, okay, let's start off from that place. If the doctors there can actually, you know, give her an injection that is going to really dry the pus inside there, I think she will be fine. So yes, she agreed to that one, and we said, okay, we are making headway. We took her there, and the doctor started giving her antibiotics on injection. She was taking injection, she was taking a drug. I've really forgotten the name, but I think it's an antibiotic too. Like, she was on continuous antibiotic. That was how serious this was. And we were doing this for like straight 1 week again, and guys, there was no improvement, sort of, because the doctor was giving antibiotic and the nurses were dressing the wound, because yes, pus was coming out at this time, so they were dressing it. And she has to be going to the hospital every morning, and both of us were going actually. So I was taking her to the hospital, they were giving her the injection, and there was no improvement, guys. So it got to an extent where she started vomiting. Like, if she eats anything, she would throw it up. If she eats anything, she would throw it up, and she was getting weak. She was getting weak. So the last time we went to hospital, I told them that my mom has to be on drip, that they should give her drip, you know, that is going to sustain her, that her strength is going down and every other thing, and she couldn't eat and it stays in her stomach. So the doctor then told me that they don't take bed in hospital there, because it's a primary health center actually. So I told her, then you have to refer us, because we have to like give this woman close monitoring, tackle the illness before it gets to something else. So she now referred us to General Hospital Igandu. If you're in Lagos, you will know the General Hospital. So guys, that was where we actually went to. And the first day we went there, because we went from health center, I was the one that took her to the General Hospital, and they said everywhere was filled up, that there was no space for her to be admitted, that we should come back tomorrow, and we should come back very early in the morning. And I took my baby with me, obviously, because I couldn't leave him. He was exclusively breastfeeding. I am not giving him anything else if not breast milk, so I can't leave him at home. So when they told us, okay, tomorrow, and they were restricting me in some areas that I can't go in there with a baby. So when we came back home, I told my husband, and he said he's going to take her instead, since I'm with a baby and I can't go into some places, you know, it's a general hospital and there are so many types of ill people there, and it's not really healthy for a baby. So my husband was the one that took her to the hospital the next day. And when they got to hospital, guys, Immediately the doctor saw her hand. The doctor was like, this hand is going to go off, like they are going to cut it, because this thing extended to like her back hand, like this place. It got to this place. Everywhere hair was swollen. I am going to insert a clip of what I'm talking about, guys. So it got so worse, and immediately the doctor saw it. The doctor said, your hand is going to be cut. And my mom was like, God forbid that they're not going to cut her hand, that she rejects it, you know, things like that. And yeah, everything, they conducted tests, and they, you know, did so many things to her, gave her injection, gave her drip, you know, and they admitted her. And my husband had to come back because he didn't sleep over that night, because the plan was he's going to come back and the next day I am going to go see her. So he came back that night and showed me the picture and told a nurse, there was a nurse there that introduced my husband to a caregiver. This is a person that can really take care of somebody if his or her relative is not around to, you know, take care of them at that moment. You pay, I think, 3,000 naira a night. They are going to take care of your patient. So my husband now contacted her and gave her the money he gave her that night and started coming. Guys, the next day I started heading to the Igondo General Hospital. So when I got there, guys, I was shocked. Like, I was shut down. Do you know what it means for somebody to be shut down, guys? I was shut down because when I got there, my mom couldn't talk, my mom couldn't see me, my mom couldn't move her hand, my mom couldn't do anything. Guys, I was so scared. Like, I was so scared, and I was like, no, this was not how she was yesterday. So guys, I was so surprised because I knew she was not that down, because the state I saw her, it was so alarming. It was just as if she came to the hospital and, you know, just left herself, just allowed herself. That means she was really, really weak inside, but she was just like managing herself in order for us not to take her to hospital, you know, things like that. So she was just so down, guys, and I was so scared. The next thing that just came to my mind was to call my husband. I called my husband. I was shouting, I was panicking. I told him that my mom is gone, that I was crying, guys. I was doing everything I could do. Like, my husband had to start coming to the hospital immediately. I couldn't concentrate. I couldn't know what I don't even know what to do. I would just go up, I'll go down, I would just, you know, I would talk to the nurse, you know. I was just guys, no, I was so scared. So my mom was even pooping on her body, like she couldn't move, and the nurses were telling me that she didn't have any blood in her system again, that the only blood in her system now is 16%. The total blood that she has in her body is 16%, and she cannot do anything with that kind of blood. Like, she needs blood urgently, 3 pounds of blood. And thank God for my husband being by my side then, because I don't even know what I could have done. Like, nobody was on my mind to call then if not my husband. So I called him and he rushed down to the hospital and he told me to calm down. He was like, just calm down, just calm down. I was with my baby, like, I don't even know, because even in the hospital, if I want to go to the ward, I can't even take my baby into the ward. So I will look for somebody to drop my baby with, then I will go upstairs. And guys, I was just giving anybody my baby. Anybody I see at all, I will just, help me hold this baby. I will run. I will go inside the ward upstairs where she was. And the nurses were now telling me that I should just calm down and provide whatsoever drugs, you know, medications that they need to give her, that they are going to monitor her and she's going to be fine, that we should try and get blood. So my husband came, and I think before everything could happen, when my husband got there, it was already, I think, 12 or 11:59, some minutes to 12. So my husband said he couldn't go anywhere right now to get blood. Like, he asked the nurse if it could be possible to get the blood tomorrow morning. So the nurse said yes, no problem, first thing tomorrow morning, get the blood. So first thing tomorrow morning, my husband rushed to a lab, because we went to the blood bank in the hospital first. We went to the blood bank in the hospital where my mom was admitted. They didn't have her genotype there, so they gave us a number to call where we can get the blood. So the number we called, they were a bit far from the hospital. That was why my husband said he cannot go out of the hospital, you know, in that kind of time, before he went the next morning. When the next morning brought the blood, 3 pounds of blood, and my mom took the first blood that day, and that was when she could just like open her eyes. Guys, that night, guys, I was scared. In fact, I thought I have lost her. The foam was coming out of her mouth. Her mouth was very dry, like oh God, Jesus. I said I was out of it. Like, I was out. If you even see me, it will even look as if I was the one sick, because I just instantly dried up. I became slim, I became ugly, I became anything you can. Oh Jesus, all the whole stress in this world was as if it's on my head. Guys, you know what it is? I have lost my father. I lost my father when I was just in just 2 or just 1. Very tender age, I lost my father, and I was like, no. I was just telling God, no, this can't happen. I can't lose my mom. I can't lose my mom. I can't be an orphan. I was praying. I contacted my mom's pastor. I contacted our own, spiritual directors. Everybody was praying for her. My husband put her in all the whole praying platform in his WhatsApp. They were praying for her. They were telling her she will not die. They were, giving us encouragement. Some people were calling us on phone, because guys, do you know that in January I had this dream of where my mom passed away. No, not my mom. I just want to use a word. My enemy passed away, not my mom, because the dream was so real, and she was gone. And that night I stood up. I could remember I stood up. I went to the parlor. I was praying. I was lakabashing that my mom will not die. You will not die. You will live to declare the words of God. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. You will not die. 2022 will not see your end. Guys, I was praying seriously, and I was praying and shedding tears. Couldn't hold the tears. The tears was just coming. I was praying that she will not die before this thing now happened. And I was now reminding God, this is not the plan. This is not the plan. This is not what you told me. My mom will not die. I was praying, guys. So a lot was happening, guys. A lot. So they started medication. When her eyes opened eventually, I now told them to fix the second blood, since it's as if the blood was working actually. But they told me that she cannot take another blood today, that is going to be till the next day. So I said, okay, no problem. And that night, guys, I did not sleep. That night, the first night I came, my husband had to even sleep in the reception of the hospital that day with my baby, because I was just running helter-skelter. They would tell me to go and buy this drug, go and buy Rocephin. I will run, I will go and buy it in the pharmacy, in the general hospital, the same general, like the compound of the hospital, but not like outside. I was running up and down till that morning, like, eventually passed. And I thank God for everything, guys, because I want to cut the story short. But guys, just know that she has stayed in the hospital for more than 2 months now. She's still in the hospital, and her hands, as she was taking antibiotics and everything, was getting better. She was healing, and there was this particular part of her hand that was dry already, and the doctor said that place has to go off, that we can't do anything about it, that place has to go off because there is no life there again. And so she had to enter surgery room again, but it was not finger. This thing went to the extent of her backhand, and the doctor was saying that he's going to cut her hand from here. But my auntie that was even with me in the hospital, that later came to my rescue, because they later told me that you have to take this baby home. This baby has to go. This environment is not conducive for this baby. So my auntie came. Thank God for her. Thank you, Auntie Bewe. I love you. Like, this woman is so kind. I know right from day one, and today she's just like reminding me of how sweet she is and how kind she is. So she was the one that told me I should take baby home. I should just, go, that everything is going to be fine. She was not taking care of my mom, and she's my mom's direct senior sister. So they were not there, and what I was doing was calling up on them, and I would go some days. Hi, this baby is hitting this tripod. I would go some days, and I would go see them, and I would spend 3 or 4 days there with them. My husband's brother that built a house around the hospital, I would usually, pass a night in their house. The next morning I will go, because it's more closer. Hey, this baby is poo-pooing. It's more closer to the hospital than coming from my house to the hospital. So that was what I was just doing. I was just taking turns. Guys, you can imagine how it was for me, combining my kids, my 3 kids that was at home, always waiting for me to come back. You know, guys, I was just carrying bag, going to the hospital, coming back. Guys, see, when all these things were happening, I was not thinking about camera. I was not thinking about YouTube. I was not thinking about videoing anything at all, guys. I was just like, God, can you really help me out of this? Like, I don't want anything to happen to my mom, guys. This is just what was on my mind, and I am so sorry, guys. I wish you can forgive me. I wish you can forgive me, guys, but this is it. And I thank God so much. Thank God. We are here to appreciate God, and that is why I'm making this video, because finally, like I told you, she went to the surgery room and a finger was taken off. But thank God she's healing very well right now. She's healing properly, and we are really talking about discharging her. Her doctor is not talking about discharging her, that since she's healing perfectly well, that she can actually go home. So I just want to really thank God, because after everything that was spent, after the whole money gone, because like, guys, family members, everybody was supporting. Thank God for my uncle that is in Germany. He also supported us, Uncle Canero and his wife. I love you, Uncle, if you are watching this video, because I know his wife is always watching my video. I love you all. Like, I can't appreciate you enough. God bless you for me. God bless you for me. God is going to replenish your pockets in millionfold. I thank God for my husband. I bless God the day I met that man. He's a good person, and I pray that God will bless him for me. Bless everything that he lay his hands upon. Bless him financially, materially, spiritually, in every ramification of his life. Let him bless him for me. And I want to also thank everyone, because calls were coming. People were calling. How is she? 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, still in the hospital. How is she? How is it happening to her? What is really going on? You know, people really wanted to know. So I want to thank every one of you. May God bless you all for me. May God, you know, see you through in your tough time, because I know this was a tough time for me, and God has given me victory. And that is why you are actually seeing a big smile on my face. God is a faithful God. He actually made me to know that yes, he is with me. You know, he told me that he's going to be with me till the end of time. I know my God, and I know that he is a perfect God. You know, when the day my mom was about to enter the theater, I told her that, Mommy, go, nothing is going to happen to you, because I know the plan he has for you is a plan of good and not of evil, to give you an expected end. You are going to go into this surgery room, and you are going to come out, and this surgery is going to be a perfect one. I'm not saying a good one, I'm saying a perfect in the sense that you are not coming out and they are saying that we did not do this one way, we did not do that one way, or there is an error. That you are coming out in a perfect condition, and that is how God did it for me. I am so happy, guys. I am so happy. I am so happy, guys, because no, I can't really imagine it. Like, if I am just like this, I am imagine a mother's death. I know I'm grown, I know I have children, but she's still very important to me. Very important to me, guys. If I just wake up in the morning and still remember that my mom is still alive, it gives me joy. So, and I am not ready to trade that for anything. So I really appreciate God for honoring his word in our life again this time around. And I say, may his name alone be highly exalted. In Jesus' mighty name I pray. Amen. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will actually still upload my videos, because before then we were doing stuff in the house. I was videoing them, but everything happened, and you know, I just paused. Everything kind of shut down, and there was no time for editing. There was no time for filming again. Even if I film, I couldn't edit it. So I will try my best right now to start editing them, because yes, next week my mom is going to be discharged by the grace of God, and I am going to video that. If she wants me to, I am going to video it and show you guys, and I am going to, you know, keep you updated about everything that is happening in my life, guys. So thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you. And I also want to thank my mother's pastor. He really tried. He's a good man also. Like, that pastor is going to come, he's going to pray for her, and he will just be like, how can he leave me here alone? This is the kind of good heart he had. I was the one that is telling him go. And this my auntie, anytime I come with my baby because my baby is kind of plumpy, I know you guys know already before now, so anytime I come, she's going to like tell me, who did you bring this baby, big baby for? I can't carry this baby. Oh yeah, carry this baby and start going home. She'll like chase me, say, carry this baby and be going home. Everything is fine. I'm going to take care of her. So yeah. On the day of my mommy's surgery, I insisted that no, I'm not going anywhere, that I have to be here until she comes out of the theater. Like, I want to see her with my eyes. So after that, I came back home, and I think this is 3 weeks after the surgery, roughly 3 weeks after the surgery, and she's about to be discharged, guys. So just continue to put us in your prayer that God is going to perfect everything that concerns her healing process, you know, getting back to life, you know, things like that. And yeah, so thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. I hope you give this video a massive thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, all those good stuff. And I am definitely going to see you in my next video. For now, guys, bye. Baby, say bye. Hey, say bye. Say bye. Say bye. Say bye. Say bye. Bye, guys. Grandma, say hi.
How are you doing?
How
I'm not well. You have seen me now.
God will perfect your healing in Jesus' name. My joy self good in our was big improvement.